Salutations, citizens! Jackman here for a slightly different kind of Let's Play today. Because today I am saying goodbye to Marvel Heroes Omega.
The price of liberty is eternal vigilance.
So, normally when I play these games and do these one-off videos, it's in a game that I haven't played before. And I make jokes about how silly it is and you can watch me be terrible and get used to the controls. Although you can still do that because I technically haven't played this version of the game before. As you can tell by the fact that I'm a level 1 Captain America playing in the tutorial. But yeah, generally these games, these Let's Plays I do are one-off games and not games that I've spent over 400 hours in, which is probably the most I have ever put into a game before. And it's because of that I thought I would play this. So it's been a bit of a rough week for Marvel Heroes Omega. Disney pulled. Gazillion was supposed to have. I can't pick this up. Gazillion was supposed to have a 10-year contract with Marvel to make games. Disney withdrew that contract this week on account of the fact that their CEO is a bit rapey. Maybe allegedly. I probably should put that in. I doubt. I mean, he's not going to watch this, but he's just a bit, you know, a bit sleazy, a bit of a sex pest, allegedly. And actually, I don't know if it is allegedly. I'm not. Anyway, Disney pulled and they said, okay, Marvel, we've lost the contract for Marvel. Marvel Heroes will shut down December 31st, and then, in a somewhat sour note for this game, they decided, do you know what, day before Thanksgiving, let's fire everyone and then close the game down. So they did. That's what they did. It's going to be a bit weird because if you're watching this and you think, hey, I like this game, I might try it out. You can't, because this game shuts down in a little under 4 hours permanently, unless they decide to shut it down early. In which case, oh, good roll. In which case, well, in which case this video might stop short.
All steel, no skill.
Yes. So
Time to call in the cavalry.
Smart move, calling on me.
I do what when this game first came out, it didn't have this tutorial at all. The tutorial when the first game first came out. And I know because I got in fact, I played the beta for the game before it came out. This is how much I've been playing this game. When this game came out, it was Marvel Heroes, and you had a choice between Scarlet Witch, Daredevil, Thing, and Storm. Now, this was before Avengers, Civil 2 even. So Scarlet Witch was basically a non-entity. And well, I mean, Thing's still doomed to obscurity. No one still likes Thing. The Daredevil Netflix series hadn't started, so basically they put the 4 heroes they thought people would want the least to make as your playable characters, and those are the 4 they gave you. And then, as you play through the story, you could unlock more. You generally unlocked one of the other 4 heroes. It was really rubbish. Like, you beat the game. Oh, I'm not following I'm just pressing buttons here. I know how to play this game, so screw it. You got one of the other 4 heroes, and it was like, okay, good, great. And then, when the game first came out, you were just expected to get heroes randomly in drops, or buy them. And it was difficult to get heroes, and so the game that begins when this came out was really rough. Like, it had an okay foundation, but the game itself was just really rough. Like, there was not much. Like, they had a story mode. Like I said, they didn't have this tutorial, but they had a story mode. Hang on. Roster. Social. Huh. I'm not going to check that out because I can't imagine people are saying things that are nice things at the moment. Roster. There we go. You can use this roster to select dozens of heroes from the Marvel Universe. And this is quite cool. This is how the system works now. Like I said, at the beginning, you chose one, and you were stuck with that 4, and you had the 4 worst heroes that you could choose from. Although not Cyclops, which is weird, because I would have put Cyclops in there over, like, Daredevil. And then you had to you were incentivized to buy heroes, and I did because I really wanted to play as Captain Marvel, which I'm going to do now. Then they introduced the Eternity Splinter system, where basically the enemies would drop Eternity Splinters, and you could then use that to buy heroes. That was a much better system because you could get two. Yeah, there you go. You're going to buy Gs. You could get enough Eternity Splinters from playing the campaign to unlock 2 characters easily. Just from the, and then you level those 2 characters up to level 60, and then that gives you enough to. And basically, that was it. That was the rotation. You level 1 character to 60. That gives you enough Eternity Splinters to buy another character, and you just sort of work your way through. But when the game first came out, there just wasn't anything to do once you finished the game because no one wanted to play as any other character. No one wanted to play as Daredevil or Thing or Scarlet Witch. You just forced to unless you bought a founder pack. And even then, playing as Captain Marvel, I had as much fun as I had playing as her. Although she wasn't Captain Marvel at the time, but that's neither here nor there. There just wasn't anything to do. The game had no endgame content. It was really rubbish. But then they improved on there, and they made a like. Gazillion's management was shit, but the developers, they really tried hard. Like, the community was great. I mean, I never participated in it, but I observed from a distance. I went onto the forums, I read builds for characters that I was trying to play out, and people, you know, the developers really seemed to, like Doomsaw and stuff, they really seemed to, you know, care, which is nice. It's what you want, really. So it's a shame that the game's gone out on such a sour note. It's also especially a shame because this is probably the last game that we're going to have, at least for a little while, with this many different characters in it. Because, like, all the games Marvel are making now are the Avengers. So we're not going to get the X-Men. So Nightcrawler, you're not going to have a game with Nightcrawler playable. You're not going to have a game with Kitty Pryde playable, or Jean Grey, or Psylocke, or Gamp. None of these guys are going to be playable. Deadpool, maybe Deadpool. Deadpool's popular enough that he can kind of... He can transcend Marvel's imaginary. I mean, it's not imaginary, but the barrier they've made with. I actually have enough. I just realised it only costs 1 Eternity Splinter, and I've got 225, so I've got enough to buy every single character, which is quite nice. I can just play around with whoever I want. But yeah, they're focusing on the characters they own the rights to. So I mean, you just have to look at like Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, where they took out bloody Deadpool. Well, they did take out Deadpool, but they took out Wolverine. Like, this is probably going to be the last games where we see Wolverine with everyone else. I think maybe he might. I think he's in Contest of Champions, which is one of the shitty mobile games. I think it might actually. They might be in some of the mobile games, but maybe the point is, it's the last game like this. I mean. I do play mobile games, but I also recognise that they're not proper games. This isn't actually all the characters, I don't think. I think the PC version... Because I play on the PC version. I'm playing on the console version as just kind of hey, how's the console version different? Sort of thing. You know, download it at literally the last minute. I mean, like I said, this game's got about 3.5 hours. If their doomsday clock on their website is anything to go by, this game's going to close down in 3 hours. Do you know what? I've played, like I said, I've put several hundred hours into the game this play. I've leveled Captain Marvel up to 63 times. I never bothered to do it you can do it like 5 times, I think, but I never bothered to. I had too many things to do it 5 times. I kind of loser does that. I only did it 3 times. I'm tempted to just play as her again because I really like Captain Marvel, and I don't know that there's anyone else I want to play as more than her. Deadpool's all right. Such a Iceman. Look at that. That's so crap. It's not a character design at all. It's just. I mean, he looks like a starved Dr. Manhattan.
Bored.
Did you just yell that he was bored? Oh no, Hulk. Sorry, Hulk's still on the screen. I thought that's a deep voice for Iceman. He's yelling at me for taking too long. I do like She-Hulk actually. And I do like Squirrel Girl. I leveled her up to 60 as well. I think I maybe leveled She-Hulk to 30. I don't think I've ever got all the way. I'll choose someone. Do you know what? It might be my last chance to play as Wolverine in a game like this for a while, so I'm going to choose Wolverine. I mean, we can play as Old Man Logan. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of a bit on the like, the fact that it gives you a character and then immediately takes you, like at the moment I can buy anything, but the fact that it immediately takes you to the costume screen to buy a costume is a bit kind of, alright, just let me try the character out first. That said, I really want to play as Old Man Logan. But then that means, hang on, does that mean if I choose Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Gwen! Oh, see, this is the other thing I really like as well, is that they did the enhanced costume, so you could play as characters that weren't actually... Oh, they got the symbiote costume. I haven't even got that on because that was the special... When the game first came out, you had to buy Founders Packs to play as a character. Ahead of the time. It was like, I think they're like 10 quid for certain characters. And if you bought everything, like all 24, I want to say, characters that came with the game at launch, you got the symbiote Spider-Man costume, and it was the only way to get it. And now it's just here in the game to buy in the console version. I had the Back in Black version, which is the boring one, but I didn't have the one with all the pulsating kind of giblets coming off of it. That's nice I got to see that before the game ended. It's nice, I'm glad I checked that. Oh, I wonder if they've got... Yeah! Sorry, I'm just looking at... I'm not even playing the game at this point. I'm just looking at the character select screen and choosing... Because they've got... Oh, they got... Yeah! They got the Secret Wars costume! Sorry. I shouldn't... Oh, they haven't got many for Deadpool, though. Deadpool's got, like... I bet they haven't got many for Iron Man, then, either. Deadpool and Iron Man had... And Spider-Man, actually. I think they've... Yeah. Iron Man had, like... 50 costumes, just basically one for every single one of his suits of armors that he's ever had. You know, the Hulk. No, you don't know Hulk. Not even movie Hulkbuster. That's weird. I would have put Hulkbuster as one of the armors that he has here. I'll choose. Let's play as Wolverine. Let's play as Old Man Wolverine. I like. Oh, we could play as. Have they got? Yeah, they got Jane Foster. Oh, I could play as Lady Thor. Oh no, let's play as Old Man Logan. I haven't got any G, so let's buy with an Eternity Splinter. Yeah. Switch. Play. Buy Hulk, and here's Old Man Logan. Yeah, the old apocalyptic version of Wolverine, who killed all of the X-Men and then had his wife. Surviving member of the Avengers, Hawkeye, and all his children killed by... Actually, Hawkeye was killed by the Red Skull's men. His children and his wife were killed by the Hulk and his inbred children. And then Wolverine killed the Hulk and his inbred children. And then got teleported... I'm over here, Ultron. And then got teleported to...
I can't do that, bud.
Oh, I dodged too much. And then got teleported to the 616 universe, and is now, since regular Wolverine, vanilla Wolverine. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of the tutorial properties. There we go. I killed Ultron.
This Ultron went down way too easy. There's something else going on here.
I got a new skill. I'm annoyed that it doesn't just automatically equip it.
Scrambling a Quinjet.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Told me to go to my radial menu and choose a skill, and then it just threw a ship at me. Fine. I think I get to go to the prison now. Oh no, here we go. I get to actually choose my skill. Let me get my skill on. Yeah, that's all lovely. What did I get? I got melee claw, furious lunge. There we go. We'll stick that on Y. Or not. Oh, hang on, that... No, there we go. Adamantium will. Nope. No, I've done that wrong. Hang on. This is confusing. Just me. I don't think it's actually that confusing. I think it's just my old adult... I'm used to the mouse and keyboard controls, alright? I've been playing this game... When I got this game, I had to set... I had a shitty Dell... laptop that I had to... Do I have my travel powered? No. I had a shitty Dell laptop that just barely played it with all of the settings turned down.
I hope you don't get air.
To the lowest they could possibly go.
Hands up, people.
And Yeah, this is the original intro. You'll see, you'll know it's the original intro, because when they show the characters in a second, it's just Hulk, Daredevil, Scarlet Witch, and the Thing. It's really dumb. That was one thing that bothered me. I played as Miss Marvel at the time, but Captain Marvel, and she's not in any of the cutscenes. Like, they put in, like, Spider-Man and Wolverine and, you know, the popular characters, but then they put in, like, Carol Danvers, the coolest woman in... Cooler than friggin' her. She's in a cutscene. Bloody Madam Hydra. There we go. Oh, no, they put... Maybe they swapped Thing out for Hulk at some point. Oh, no, maybe it was Hulk. Was it Hulk? I thought it was the Thing. I'm sure it was the Thing. I might have to double check that. I might have to try... Like, it's been 4 years, and I played as... Who did I play as? I played as Miss Marvel. I just said that. I bought a Founders Pack so I could play as Miss Marvel. I don't know why I forgot that.
Here comes the Juggernaut!
What? Oh, he's down there. Alright, I was going to say, I'm Wolverine. I've got the voice wrong there. So, what was I about to say before I got distracted by the cutscene? Oh yeah, I was telling you about Old Man Wolverine. No, Old Man Logan, sorry, he's not Old Man Wolverine. They teleported him in the 616 universe to replace Wolverine, who was dead. And then Wolverine came back. Well, Wolverine has just recently come back. So now there's Wolverine and Old Man Logan. So it's just, they've doubled up on their Wolverine in the comics. And yet they're still... Oh, I've picked up some gear, I see. Gloves. Claws. There we go. I did it. I did the thing. This is not intuitive. Oh no, I was telling you about my laptop. That's what I was talking to you about. I can't kill this man. Oh well. When I first started playing this game, I was playing on a laptop, and I had to turn the settings all the way down to the bottom. And if I played the game for too long, my laptop overheated and shut down. But I still played it. That was where I put, because I played this game a little bit when it first came out. Went through the campaign, tried to do some of the end game content, but it was like I said, it was very. Like there were these terminals that let you basically redo boss missions from the campaign, and then there was a very... there was a PvP mode that I don't think ever got out of beta. Like, I think they went, this isn't going to work. We can't be bothered to... But it's hard enough balancing PvE with this many characters. We can't be bothered to balance PvP. So, they left it in, but it was always kind of a sort of non-feature. It was just kind of there, and they didn't like to talk about it. It was, you know, it was like...
Shall never be destroyed.
It was, you know, it was like the uncle. They don't like people. It was there at family gatherings and stuff. People would just kind of, they didn't like to mention him. Try not to make eye contact with him. That was what the PvP in this game was like, at least for me. I'm the best at what I do. And what I do is blow up terminals with my claw fans. Oh yeah, I got this new one. It looks kind of similar to the other one I had, but it's... I guess I'm attacking a little bit faster now. Yeah, see, I haven't played much as Wolverine. I mean, the fact that you got away with a broken jaw when I'm stabbing you repeatedly with my... There we go. Just that? Yeah. With my adamantium claws, I'd say you got off lightly. Ah. Yeah, so the game, there wasn't much to do, and I stopped playing. And then I came back, and that was when about a year later. There's Electro. Bye, Electro. I'm made of metal. No, you okay. I came back about a year later, and they'd added not that much, honestly, but enough. Like, I think they did have a raid, and I tried it once, and I was awful. Oh, they had danger room simulations. They had. Oh, it's a living laser. Let's fix that. There's not a lot to this game, I've got to be honest. There is at later levels. Like, I should really be dodging and out of the way of his out the way of his beam, because he's, you know, he is shooting me and killing me quick. He's doing an alright job at killing me, if you know, for a living laser man. There you go.
Don't everybody congratulate me at once. You're good, but I'm the best there is at what I do.
Yeah! Bloody Spike Spencer. No, not Spencer. Spiegel. Spike Spencer's a very different voice actor. No, I don't want to be Wolverine! Ah! Someone will understand what I'm talking about there. Bang!
I ain't cleaning that up.
Nah. Yeah, that was when I put a lot of the time in, and I got really into it. But the problem I had is they kept changing shit. It's like they introduced this eternity, and they kept adding stuff that, I mean, I get the feeling they were trying really hard. They would just throw shit at the wall and see what stuck. And then, I guess these are people. They threw stuff at the wall to see what would stick, and more often than not, it didn't stick. So they'd go, alright, we're going to introduce team-ups. And I actually I spent quite a lot of money on this game, I will say. Don't regret it, because I enjoyed like I said, 400 hours. I enjoyed my time with it while it lasted. They introduced team-ups, and it was like, you could now have a guy follow you around. I wonder if I've got any team-ups. Where's my roster? Do I have... No, okay. I don't have the option to do it here. Maybe I have to unlock that or something? I don't know. Money. Nazi gold. No, maybe I'll try. I'll see if I can get a team up. But they were useless when they first came out. It's like, you could fight alongside some of your favourites. Like, it was a good way for them to put in characters that weren't popular enough to be in the game, but were popular enough that people would buy them. So they would go like, oh, here's magic. Although I think they did eventually. I think they have put magic in the game now. Or here's... let me guess some of the people they had. Wasp! Or, I'm trying to think who else they had at the as a starting... I think they had Havoc was the starting one. And there was 8. I think there was 8 when they first came out. I remember... Cowboy Deadpool was one of the... I think you got him as a special for buying the pack of 8 heroes. I don't really remember. But they were useless. They put those in. They eventually padded those out a little bit so that they were reasonably competent. You could give them equipment and they leveled up, and so they got stronger. And they didn't disappear. Basically, what used to happen is you would sneeze and they would disappear, and you'd have to wait like 2 minutes for them to be able to respawn. And then they fixed that and made them a bit more competent, and they talked, and they were good. I liked the team-ups. They were fun. Like I said, it was a good way to... Like, I had Spider-Woman as a team-up. I love Spider-Woman. I think Spider-Woman was actually going to be in the game, because I was looking at some of they're posting, as the game's dying, some of the unused content, and they were showing off Spider-Woman's costumes that she was going to have, so kind of upset that she didn't go in, because I like Spider-Woman. She's a cool lady. She's got a baby. She fought aliens while she was pregnant. Those are the things I know about Spider-Woman. Oh, and she's her boyfriend is a villain called the what are those ones with spines on? The porcupine. Sorry, Goblin. I was trying to remember the name of an animal. I didn't heal. I shouldn't need a heal as Wolverine, I feel, but. Apparently I need to. Yeah, look, I got an achievement. There we go. That's something permanent that I can hold on to. I can say, look, proof that this game existed. I mean, other than this video that I'm recording, which is also proof that this game existed. But other than that, look at this proof that this game existed. It's my 10 gamer score achievement. Ha ha!
It was a spectacular success, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, and then they added infinity points. And they added raids. So as I said, I couldn't truck the raids. I just couldn't get my head around it. Then they added legendary items, and then they split the cost. They had originally you had affixes which you put to your costumes, and then they split them. and then you had crafting materials, and then they combined those into one crafting material. It was they just changed every time I signed on after like maybe a 4-month break. Everything was different. Like, I would get a message that come up that said, all of your skills have been reassigned. So you have to re-choose your skills. And I had to then remember for the 9 or so characters that I leveled up to 60, what my skills were. There's this guy here, he's decided to start playing at the same time. He's level 3 with me. Hey, dude. Hey, big twink killer, 48. You're a cool guy. There's actually quite a few people on. This game... got about 3 hours 20 left until they turn the servers off. Oh, there's Cowboy Deadpool. Speak of the devil. I mean, I suppose I could just go into my roster and choose him, but... well, I mean, why would I do that? Let's see if I can get a team up somewhere. I think there is a vendor around here that does sell team ups. So this has changed entirely as well. The Avengers Tower. They used to change... hey, Spider-Woman!
What's up?
I mean, you could at least say... okay, I guess not. Wonder Man and She-Hulk.
Don't you just love this town?
You call that a knife? These are knives.
No, they're not. They're claws. You're an idiot. You're wrong, is what you are. Laugh. I think. Okay, I don't remember the PC version having emotes, but maybe that was something they added in and I just didn't know. Like I said, every time I logged onto this game, something would change. And then they did this big console update. Okay. They did this big console update where they added controller support, and it was really obvious they were going to bring it to the console, and then they brought it to the consoles earlier this year. And then we're like, hey, everyone, spend money on all the Founders Packs. And the a big Ultimate Pack with everyone. And look, we're having a sale on G, which is the premium currency. And hey, buy all this stuff, buy all this stuff, buy all this stuff. Alright, the game's closing. Now, in fairness, like it is a bit of a kick in the face. And I understand a lot of people have been getting refunds for the stuff they bought, at least in the last, I want to say 90 days. I've heard different things from different people.
It's an honor to work with you.
I picked up a loot box. Oh, hooray for me. Shall I... this game's got actual loot boxes. Used by Shield. What the shit is this? Increase your experience of your engineering division. Use them to have your crafter learn the recipe. What? Used by Shield. Technical reader. This is... I don't know any of this! I have 400 hours I've put into this game, and I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like I said, I think they introduced daily login rewards. This is to sort of show you how much... like, the bulk of my sort of 400 hours was in about 2014. Maybe sort of early 2015. Mostly because they used to give out daily codes. Weekly codes, even. They gave you free stuff, like XP stuff, and that just trailed off. They stopped doing that.
What can I do for you?
I don't know why they stopped doing that. I thought it was really good. It was a good way to get me to go in the game and redeem the stuff. They used to give me free pets. I want to buy a pet. Can I buy a pet from somewhere? I haven't got much gold. I've got loads of... where's the Eternity's vendor? I think... is it you? No, you're a legendary item vendor. This was another thing. Legendary items. You had to buy them with special currency, and then you had to equip them, and then you had to level them up. And it didn't do anything until you leveled them up. So you took all this time bloody just buying the bloody thing. You equip it, it's like, congratulations. Nothing. And then, yeah, and then there was all these different... they did all these events. They did shield events, armor drops. It's so many different events. I think that was a big problem, is that, like, if you started this game from the beginning and stuck with it and picked up on all the stuff, it was maybe a bit easier. But if you were a new person into this game, they basically just went, here are 1 million different mechanics that you can play as.
I just don't trust you.
I want the Eternity vendor. Where is he? I'm looking on my map for vendors, and I can't see him. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be here. Maybe I'm not allowed to play with him.
I can't do that, Bob.
Hang on, how do I go to the store? I'm sure I can do stuff there. Credits. Oh no, that's game credits. Inventory. Oh, there we go. Store. Okay, we can buy some loot boxes. Maybe that's... I want to buy some pets. You can normally buy pets. And... I can't upgrade my account. Or whatever, let's... yeah, alright, let's... But let's do some These are always good on videos. People like box openings. Look at this stuff I've got. I know what that one is. And that's... So Colossus... Oh, they have emotes. I don't know if that's in the PC version at all. Like, I think that might be console only. No, let's open the next one. It's... Oh, there you go. Kitty Pryde, Age of Apocalypse. Magic Age of Apocalypse, event exclusive. Well, that's quite cool. Trained by Weapon X, very good skill fighter. Oh, she got claws. Eh. I wonder if there's a I haven't watched the movie, so maybe I don't know if those are these from the movie or are they based on the actual Age of Apocalypse? Was it called Age of Apocalypse the movie? I don't know. I didn't watch it. Oh, I bought this crate. I should have bought one of the other crates I actually give a shit about. Hey, look at that. Uses Captain to receive a large amount of experience for Captain Marvel. That's quite good. Oh, I should have bought Captain Marvel. Can I get one of those for Wolvie? This is a marvellous loot box. I'll be the judge of that. Punisher Omega Effect costume. Okay, that's pretty marvellous. I'm happy with. I do like that costume. That is. Oh, okay. Well, there wasn't anything in there. There wasn't anything important in that one. Don't worry. One for her. Ultimate power upgrade. Random. Captain America, the Captain costume. Ugh. God.
Kid, you better learn to keep your mouth shut.
Alright, sorry Wolverine, I'm just saying that's a shit Captain. Another one from Captain Marvel. The game really wants me to play as Captain Marvel. I mean, I suppose it is the Marvelous box, so... well, I mean, if we're here, let's buy a spooky loot box and see what we get. Like I said, this is I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like, spray paints were a thing that were added quite recently. Yeah, like I said, they added daily login bonuses, I think, 2015? When the game became Marvel Heroes 2015, because the game was called Marvel Heroes, then it became Marvel Heroes 2015, then Marvel Heroes 2016, and then Marvel Heroes Omega. Shut up. Bloody cowboy Deadpool talking in the background. So I think it was around 2015 they added daily login bonuses, so that was 2 years ago, I think. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, whatever. I got 125 logins in the last 2 years. So like I said, it trailed off. I mostly would just sign in to pick up like Christmas upgrades. Like they'd go, oh, we got a new special holiday Groot, and it was basically Groot as a Christmas tree. Which, you know, that's how you get me to log into a game, give me a free Christmas Groot, apparently. And fantastic. That was, I think, kind of the problem, is that they didn't add enough content. Oh, look at that! I got a diamond achievement, rounding up relics. Collect any 100 relics of the same type. That is a rare achievement, is it? Wow, okay.
If you wander off and get stuck in the
That's
wilderness,
two achievements for me now. I'm racking them up. I just want to buy a pet and a team up. I don't... these boxes aren't giving me what I want. But I can level up War Machine, and I can give Blade his original costume. That is a cool costume, in fairness, though.
Hell's Kitchen.
Right, so I've been dicking about in the menus a little bit, trying to figure it out. And this game doesn't have pets, and it doesn't have team-ups. There's no option to equip either of them, that I can see. So, I guess that must be like a real kick in the teeth for console players. Not only did they get a gimped-down version of a 4-year-old game, it also closed 7-8 months. I think this game came out in March. After it opened. It's like, here's a shittier version of the game with less features. Give us all your money. Now the game's gone. And it's... The problem is, I mean, obviously it's not fair for the people who play this game, but it's also just going to give them like a really bad taste in their mouth for this game. And it's a shame, because I really liked this game. Like, it's not quite... Like, people, when this game came out, people really wanted Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. And this was not it. This was supposed to be it. And it's really not. It's okay, but yeah, so those people aren't going to feel any better. And the worst part is, as I said, if they do make a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 now, it's not going to have nearly as many characters as this game has. It's going to have the characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is what it's going to have, and just them. It's not going to have any... This game has Man-Ape, okay? Man-Ape. I don't even know who Man-Ape is, and this game has him. Alright? That's to sort of put it into this perspective. I'm playing as Captain Marvel now, by the way, since the game is just pushing me in that direction.
Some of my favorite people.
Just saying, look, here's experience for Captain Marvel. Play as her, okay? She can shoot beams. She can fly. She's way more interesting than Wolverine. I'm sorry.
Time to get you back to your cell now.
Is Shocker around here then, I guess, because otherwise Captain Marvel's just talking to herself. Shocker, are you Shocker? No.
How about a different idea?
Hang on, there we go. That's my shooty bangs. There we go, there's a Eternity Splinter. I can now buy it. Hang on, how do I... I'm gonna have to kill the people first. Hang on, can you die, please?
Leave me alone.
The tough get tougher.
Thanks. I'm still really weak. Like, considering there's level 1 heroes running around, maybe they've... It used to be that you'd get... That's not how to lift up cars. It used to be that you'd get instances... Oh, I can't fly while holding a car. There used to be... Here. That you'd get instances that were sort of, you know, level 1 to 5, level 6 to 10, and you had to keep relieving. Maybe they've made it now so that if you're level 17, your villains are level 17. If you're level 1, your villains are level 1, and so you can just fight with whoever, which is cool. But again, I feel like that's a feature they added a smidge too late. Just a smidge, like half an hour too late. In sort of, you know, the time that this game has been open, which I mean, in half an hour in the time this game has been open, is a significant amount of this game's time being open. What would have been nice, and I don't suppose there's no realistic way for them to do this, is to make this game available offline. All right, but
Sorry,
and then there's
pal. Big guns don't turn me on.
there's no realistic way to do that. I don't remember this mission.
My leg.
Oh, they added Venom. Oh no, Venom was here. I had to go to a police station, I think. I think that was a mission that they added later on. I remember playing as Spider-Man and having to do it sort of years after I played through it originally. Actually, my good friend Pritch, I actually eventually managed to convince him to play this game with me, and we played as Jean. He plays Jean Grey, and I played as Spider-Man. And there we go. I went a bit too fast, and the game couldn't keep up. I leveled up. Let's go beat up Venom. That sounds like a good end point. I wanted to end on a boss, because I'm running out of things to talk about. And, well, I don't want to make the video too long, because it's not very funny, so I don't think anyone's going to watch it anyway. I really want to make a video in this game, because, well, I had the chance, because it's literally my last chance to make a video in this game. And I couldn't have made one in this game when it first came out, because I wasn't a Let's Player then, and I didn't have a good enough computer to... Sorry, hang on, I saw it. Thank you. I'm going to beat up this victim. I'm a hero. And I can uppercut as well. There we go. And I can shoot beams. This is kind of Princess Sparklefist's gig, is that she can punch and shoot beams. She's way more interesting than Wolverine. Wolverine does get some cool stuff in fairness, because he gets some like rage stuff, so that you can basically just keep going. Like, I saved you. And rap music played. Okay. It's the kind of music that plays on, like, the menu, on the loading screens in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's nice. Reminds me of GTA 3. What was I saying? Yeah, I tricked Pritch, my good friend Pritch, into I help it? I'm just having a nice conversation with this man who's writhing in pain. Am I going to help him? Alright.
I need a jolt.
Yeah, Wolverine's got some cool... I'm jumping from tangent to tangent in my head here. I tricked my good friend Pritch into playing this game with me, and I managed to get about... I think we got to level 55, so we never got even all the way. We played through the story mode together, leveling up our characters. I had to, which was annoying because because I'd leveled up a load of characters before. I had a bunch of like special abilities that gave me more XP, and so I had to turn them all off so that I didn't out-level Pritch. It was annoying, but you know I was happy to have someone to play the game with. So it was, you know, pros, you know, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Pros and cons. What's up, V-Dog? You're not V-Dog. Hang on. I thought you were V-Dog. Where's V-Dog? Maybe he'll show up in a second. And that was about, I think, the most, because you could go into... Oh, hang on. I'm going to talk to this doctor, but there's more venom. There's more victims that need saving. Don't worry, I'm here to save you. I used to be in the Air Force, you know. Kind of infinite.
Medic.
I'm gonna... What a way to go. Can you stop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I needed to talk to him to stop. This seems infinite. And, you know, not the regular kind of infinite, not the crap kind like Marvel vs. Capcom infinite. There's V-Dog. Hey!
Ready for this?
How do you talk and not bite your tongue? That's the question I want to ask. So yeah, I'm going to beat Venom, and I'm going to stop, because... Well, I mean, this is basically this is the whole game. It was fun. I was going to say, yeah, they had, like, the option to do, like, challenge rooms and defend the Xavier Mansion. And you just played it with 3 randoms, with 3 nobodies, and it was, you know, you didn't talk to them, I didn't talk to them. I've run out of photonic energy, hang on, I died. Okay. Well, I mean, I was hoping to kill Venom, but that's as good as ending as any, isn't it? So we'll just end there, I think. That was Marvel Heroes. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with this game in its time on the PC. Not a big fan of the console version. It's not as... do you know what, screw it, I've got more to say. Let's go fight Venom again. It's not... It doesn't seem as there's as much here, and I really feel like this should have as much... at this point, it really should have as much. Like, I don't see any reason why they've withheld content. Like, I like the team-up stuff. It's cool. It's hitting me really hard. I need to sort of... Okay. I need to actually pay attention slightly to this. And I say that, I'm just going to... You know, he doesn't recover any health, so I'm just going to keep hitting him until he dies. Like a hero does. Like in the comics. Like that time Captain Marvel... In fact, actually, the funny thing is, the time Captain Marvel did fight Venom, she just pulled the guy out of the Venom suit. I'm just like, so now what? And it's just Spider-Man's just like, why did I never think to do that? God damn it. I need a dodge.
How about a different idea?
Oh. I thought you were over there. You were here. Yay! Look, I valiantly beat Venom, not Deadpool.
You were even grabbier than my last date.
Oh, look, I now actually have equipment. Maybe that was part of the reason why I wasn't doing that. Don't know why I'm bothering equipping it, but, you know, I'll put it on. Look nice for the... There you go, I got my Green Goblin medallion. I didn't mean to put that on, but I got it. Let's talk to this guy. Thanks. Nice.
I wouldn't want to fight me now.
Level 20. Can I zoom in? Oh, I got... fine, do that one. Look at that, I got a new ability that I can run away and shoot. Like a hero. Eh. So yeah, that was Marvel Heroes. As I said, it's a bummer that I think people are gonna finish this game on such a sour note, because I really enjoyed I'm trying to zoom in. I teleported. Okay, I was just trying to zoom in on Cap so you can see get a better look of her, so rather than just like a tiny little picture of her at the back there. But whatever. It is a bummer that a lot of people are going to have just really bad memories of this game. They're going to remember it as that game that stole my money, and not that game I played obsessively for a small portion of my life, whilst I was, I think, sadder than normal. Probably. I think it's about explaining why I spent so much money on it. Anyway, that's very much my problem. So that was Marvel Heroes, and I do mean was. Goodbye, Marvel Heroes. I enjoyed you. For what that's worth, which isn't much. But hey ho. Bye. Like, we've got these heavy trooper dudes who've got these heavy weapons. Are they wearing helmets, sir? Damn! Well, I mean, we had to cut funds somewhere. We had to. We've spent all the money on the gun. We can't, you know, you can't buy a gun and wear a helmet. The Empire seems to manage, sir.